Bam. Hey guys, it's your girl Toia Wallace, and I'm here at my office, Jace Laboratories and Screening. As you guys can see, I'm here to go over a scenario with you guys. It's gonna probably be a couple scenarios, but I'm first gonna touch on a temperature out of range scenario. But before we move forward, I want to make sure you guys know this. Subscribe to the channel, the link below. Not only that, or I should say touch the button down below. Not only that, I want you to like, share the videos, comment. If you have any questions, just go ahead and do that for me. Just, post your questions and I'll get back to it. But today we are going to do a temperature out of range scenario for the DOT qualification specimen collector training. So I want y'all to go ahead and follow me in the back, okay? So right here, this is where I conduct all of my collections, more in the hidden areas back here. Reason being, it needs to be away from everybody else and other customers that's coming in. They don't need to be seeing what's going on back here. Here's our bathroom. Okay, the bathroom is supposed to be set up per DOT collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the bathroom so you guys can see what we're supposed to be doing, how it's supposed to be. So of course, depending on the type of bathroom you have, if you have a bathroom that has levers on the side, you're gonna want to make sure you put the tape on the side, right? Not only that, you wanna make sure you cover the sink. Depending on the type of sink you have, you wanna make sure that it's covered properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the sink, and then you guys will be able to see after how it's set up. So I can do it this way. There's different ways you can do it. It just all depends on the sink, the type of sink that you have, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and tape up the bathroom. And then even with this, we're gonna do an X right here. And then another X, well, not an X right here, like we're gonna go this way. So this is how it's set up. And of course, the soap not supposed to be in the bathroom, okay? So I'm gonna take that out of the bathroom. So now you guys see how the bathroom is set up. Okay, we're gonna come out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the blue tablets in the restroom, one blue tablet. You usually have to use gloves because they can stain your bathroom, stain your fingers. The blue tablet is in the toilet bowl. I'll bring the camera so you guys can see how it looks inside of the toilet. All right, I'm gonna have on my gloves. I always have a pair of gloves set up. So when the customer comes in, I will verify the information. I'll get the driver's license, also get the authorization form to verify they are who they say they are, who's being tested, what type of test they're requesting, which is, in this case, we're doing a temperature out of range scenario. So it's gonna be DOT, so it's 5-panel, PCP, cocaine, opiates, amphetamines, and THC. And also with their form and their ID, I'm gonna just verify the donor is correct, that information matches. I'm also gonna verify the employer information as well as the MRO and the billing information, because that's very important. Now that I have verified that information, I will take the customer in the back. So when they come to the back, when Mr. James come to the back, I will say, hey, Mr. James, I need you to go ahead and empty out your pockets and lock everything up in the lockbox right over here. So they will lock everything up in the lockbox. That's located right on this side on the door. And I will have them also take the key. Once they have emptied out their pocket, take the keys and put the key in the pocket. So the only thing that should be inside of the lockbox would be their belongings, such as their wallets, their keys, whatever it is, except this key, and they would put this inside of their pocket. Okay? Now it's already set up this way. So I will most likely position myself right here. The donor is standing in front of me. The bathroom is already set up. I have disinfectant wipes for the donor to go ahead and wipe his hand and remove any debris or residue of anything or any kind. Okay, I would have Mr. James go ahead and select a cup. So I would say, hey, Mr. James, can you please choose one of these cups, right? Mr. James will choose the cup. I would also instruct Mr. James to go ahead and open the cup in front of me and empty out all the contents on the table. And he will do the same thing, so you guys can watch what I'm doing right here. He will empty out the contents and put everything here. Then Mr. James will hand me as the collector the cup, and I will give him specific instructions. Mr. James, you have 2 to 3 minutes to use the restroom. Because there's in 4 minutes, you have, you know, we as the collector, we have to read the test in 4 minutes. As after that, it's going to be voided. You can't read it anymore. So we provide him with instructions. You have 2 to 3 minutes to use the restroom. I need you to give me 60 or above. And the reason I'm saying 60 is because we need a total of 45. But sometimes the donor, if they're thinking too much, they might just give you the exact amount or a little bit less. So we always tell them to go a little bit more, but it's supposed to be 45 because per DOT, 30 in bottle A, 15 in bottle B. But we always ask for a little bit more just so the donor can provide a sufficient specimen. 60 or more. Mr. James, I need for you to use the bathroom. Provide me, make sure you can provide me urine. You are not allowed to wash your hands and you are not allowed to flush your toilet. I will show you guys where the signs are set up so you can see, because one of the things that we have to make sure in DOT, the signs are right here. Now, so Mr. James, you cannot flush the toilet and you can't wash your hands. You're going to go ahead and provide me the specimen. You have 2 to 3 minutes to use the restroom, 60 or more. I will provide Mr. James the cup. He will go in the bathroom. While he's in the bathroom, he closed the door. I will then go ahead and verify the information. So I've already verified his ID, right? I would have my paper chain. So if we're doing an electronic collection, what's gonna happen? The information will already be in the system. If I'm not doing an electronic collection, everything will have to be on a paper CCF, right? So in this case, we're gonna do a paper CCF. Normally with electronic, it's like quick and fast. You just punch in a couple of different characters and you're good to go. But in this case, we're gonna do the paper CCF. Paper chain, they call it CCF. So you wanna make sure you have the donor information, the driver's license, most likely is a CDL license number. You want to make sure you specify the DOT agency, if it's FMCSA, FAA, FRA, FTA, FIMSA, or US Coast Guard. You want to check the reason for test. If it's a random, you check random. If it's pre-employment, you check pre-employment. You want to check letter F that says drug test to be performed, THC, cocaine, PCP, opiates, and amphetamine. Also, you just want to make sure you verify that information. Mr. James came out the bathroom. When he came out, he handed me the cup. I have the cup, I'm holding the cup, and I'm also watching the temperature strip. Mr. James, I need you to stand right there and just watch what I'm doing. I'm holding the temperature strip, and the temperature strip changed. But it's, it changed, but the temperature is not warm like urine's supposed to be. It's actually showing like all blue, like dark blue. That means it's a temperature out of range. In this situation, because it's temperature out of range, I will go ahead and take my paper chain, and where it says temperature between 90 and 100, I will check no. That means it is out of range, and now we have to proceed to the next step, which will require me to notate everything on the paper chain, and in the remarks section, I will put temperature out of range at 5:45 p.m. I will then contact the DER, which is the employer, and inform them that the temperature was out of range and wait for them to tell me what's next. In this case, the employer told me we have to do a direct observation. Okay? So we will proceed and complete the temperature out of range scenario, and then we'll move on to the direct observation. So I'm going to complete the temperature out of range. Mr. James, your employer, gave me the directives to complete a direct observation because the temperature is out of range. So I just need you to go ahead and watch what I'm doing. At this point, we're going to go ahead and continue, and we're going to do the split. I'm going to break the seat in front of the donor. You can come right here so you're able to actually see better. And then I'm going to do the split. So we will put 30 in one cup, bottom A, and then we'll put 15, and you want to do this everything in front of the donor, right? 15, but I always put a little bit more than 15, so about 17, and in bottle A I put about 32, just because during transport, if it happened to leak, you still have enough, because you don't want the test to be canceled. I will then tell Mr. James, step on the side and let me go ahead and discard the rest of the urine. I will discard it and throw it in the biohazard bin. I will then discard my gloves, okay? Once I discard my gloves, then I would instruct Mr. James to go ahead and wash his hands. But in this, that would be if it was a situation where it was uneventful. But being that this is a temperature out of range and it's requiring me to do a direct observation as a female, I can't do it because Mr. James is a male. It doesn't matter if I'm a doctor or not. So at this point, I will go ahead and instruct him to wash his hands. I will complete the paperwork. Once he's finished washing his hand, I will complete the paperwork. We will label the bottle and everything. Complete the test as if it was uneventful, right? But we're completing the test. We will put in the remarks section. Then we will get another paper chain. And then we will put the information that belongs on the new paper chain. We will go ahead and copy some of the information. So of course, with the second paper chain, I will then take some information from the first paper chain and put it on the second paper chain. Okay? For the direct observation, it will be another video. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you like, and then stay tuned for the direct observation. All right? I'm excited for you guys to learn. I'm excited. And you know, if you guys want to see more of these videos, just go ahead and comment below and let us know what you want to see. Stay tuned for the next video is the direct observation.